Are we live? Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Decryption and I hope you can hear me. Today it's been a while. I've been very busy at work, hence the lack of streams. Mostly 12-hour days quite often when I only work 8, and so you know, by the time we finish it's almost bedtime, so but hopefully it's calming down now, so it's a nice chill weekend. Worked a little bit this morning, but now it's time to, you know, work in Unreal for a bit. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to pause the music. Hopefully everything sounds okay. I'm going to test the stream now just to make sure it does sound okay. You might also notice I'm on a different desktop now. The bar at the top's very different. Got an advert for fixing a migraine. Okay.
Hi.
Oh, migrating my files, not migraine. Oh, so we'll just wait till she stops talking. So we'll just wait. Are we live? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so it is working. My name is Decryption, and I hope you can hear me. Somehow my GPU usage is 108. I don't even think that's possible. 107%. Yeah, that's not possible. Okay, so that app's glitchy, but yes, I'm on a different desktop. I used to be on Manjaro Gnome, and now I'm on Manjaro KDE Plasma. It's a different one. It looks very different, as you can see, but I'm giving it a try. I'll see what it's like. So far, it runs lighter than Gnome. But yes, so this stream, we're going to be... I made this game jam like 3 jams ago, and I was really proud of it, but I never managed to get it out because it was... I ran out of time and just kept having bugs that I couldn't resolve. So yes, this is the main menu. This is not actually the game. We'll get into the game later. So you can see we've got the music. And that music was on for a while. But what I'm testing is I have random actions at the back of here. So you can see you've got 2 guys there. They'll chase each other. Then you've got this guy here who'll run this way and he'll chase him. Then you've got a car that'll drive up. Then you've got a spaceship that'll fly past. But for some reason, it's not flipping between them properly. It flips between him and the taxi. So what I've what I've been looking at is the code on how I did it, because I had some animations set left, so moving right to left, and then some set left to right. So it's not just everyone's walking the same direction. It'll flip between them. So he'll walk that way. Something from this way will happen. Something from this way will happen. And then you've got some animations which are there we are. You've got some animations here which are any direction. So the spaceship, it doesn't matter if it's left or right, that'll just fly. And same with the taxi. But then the blue alien chases. The taxi drive-by is also in the right direction as well as any for some reason. So that must have been to see if it would work. So you see I've got this variable is right, and I need to flip this around, and yeah, it's not connected there, so I just need to flip the variable. Why is it saying no data? Been to see if it would work. It can't say no data if it's recording the latest data. Come on. Right. Okay, yeah, it glitches out when I'm in Unreal, look, for some reason. I don't get why. Unreal Blueprint. And what I want is flip. Ooh. I'm just going to see if there's an easy way to do it than reading it and flipping it. Oh yeah, so there's not a invert variable or invert set or something. So we'll just do it that way then, which is the exact way I've done it, to be fair. So we do that, and every time this function's called, so it calls it on begin play, which randomizes an animation from the left and right, depending on what it is, then appends it to the any, because, yeah, I'm basically randomized between the any and a selected left or right direction, and then it'll, oh, stop it, then it'll randomly pick one, play it, and then it'll flip this. And then on the end of each sequence, it will also call this same method. Same event, which should then randomize it at the end. So let's give it a go. I've put the code back in, let's see what happens. Where are you? that one. So it's flipped off to the other way, that's fine. So in X amount of seconds. Okay, so he's running that way, which is left to right. And it should flip that boolean in a minute. There we go, now it's flipped it. So it means it's just picked an animation. I wonder if because this was months ago, I was toying with this. And I wonder if I didn't untick it because it was broken. I wonder if I unticked it to test. So there's the taxi. And in a minute, it should flip it round again. Yeah, so the music it'll pick, not the music, the animations, it'll either be spaceship fly around or taxi drive by, or this will be blue alien chase. The plan is to add loads more later. It's a nice little hobby task, you know, you don't have to think much about it. And now that'll flip back on again. Click, and now hopefully we see the spaceship at some point. So this should be the tech alien chase, taxi drive-by or spaceship. So we saw taxi again. But we'll eventually see the spaceship. Hopefully. I'll not watch it too long, but... it's just something to make the menu just interesting. You know, if someone starts it and walks away. There's the spaceship. Like if I had a mocap suit, I'd make this guy start looking around, he'd flip up, shoot something, flip back down, but I don't, and I'm not that good at animation. Okay, so if we jump into play game, we've got a loading screen, and we'll notice the audio is severely broken for some reason.
Are we looking for what?
Number
See what I
32.
mean?
Number 30.
Right, it's this one here.
And I can't even skip anymore. So yeah, let's jump into the game and we'll see what the issue is. Why is it always put me over here? There we go. So I do have a bug in my Unreal at the moment, where I cannot use any of my orthographic views, which just make it awkward AF to use, but it is what it is. For now, I'm in version 5.0.2. I looked online and apparently the bug is fixed in 5.0.1, but it's not. And it's not fixed in 5.0.3 either. I tested 5.1 the other day, so the latest version, but a lot of my plugins just didn't work with it at all. So that's not happening. Not yet anyway. Right, which map? I'm going to assume it's city map. There's a lot of stuff I want to change. I'm going to put my desk in standing mode. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to change. I've got some plugins that I can remove a chunk of code from my game and put the plugin instead, because it works better. Waiting for my desk. There we go. Right, stand up for a bit. It's healthier, probably. That's what they say. It has helped me back, to be fair. I used to have really bad backache when I was just... Go away. There we go. When I was just sat down all day. So this is the game. It looks a mess, but if you crest off, it looks nicer. So first thing we need to figure out is why can't I skip the cutscene? Let's have a look. It's probably going to be the level blueprint. So... So we come in, we get the game instance, because the game instance is how you pass data between levels. So I set my current case, because the whole point of this game, if you don't know, is there's a cutscene that starts off, is it's a rip-off of the Men in Black, you know, the movies where they go and hunt aliens, but they don't hunt them, they try to create a civilization between aliens and humans, but humans aren't ready yet. And that's what they do here. So you come in and you're investigating a case where a woman's run off from her man, which sounds you know, normal. But then looking more into it, there's like green footprints, and then she's eating raw meat, and then showing signs of extreme strength and stuff like that. So yeah, it's stuff like that which makes you trigger and start working on it. So the point that when you start this level, you drive down here talking, he moans about a car here, and you pull up here, and then you get out, and then you can control your characters. You go in there to start the mission, but the game won't let you. You have to hunt around and find clues. So from here, you can see all the clues pretty easily where they are. The way this works is it looks complicated, but it's actually dead easy. Each clue has 3 stages. You've got the inner stage, well, we'll do the outer stage, where it pops up on screen and says, you are near a clue. Then you've got the inner one, which is when you've left a clue. So if this outer one shows, actually I can show you, this outer one, how do I do this now? I've got something to start drawing on the computer, but it's not working anymore. How do I do it? I've enabled an app on my computer so I can start drawing. Okay, it's just a sign not work. But yeah, this outer one shows the you are near a clue. This inner one here, that one, which is not showing, that one there, I think you can see 1 point, that's it. That is press E to action, and this one here is you are outside of your range of the clue, and that's what all of them are. Some of them have a 4th one, like this one, where it leads you to another step of it. But I'm planning to rip all this out and replace it with one of the plugins I've got. This is a dialogue option to speak to this youth in there who's happily snoring away. Footprints lead you over there, yeah. So we're just going to tidy it up, but what I was looking at is why can't you press space? So it saves the clues that you've found, so when you come back in after the cutscene, because there's a cutscene, it doesn't mess up. Branch, play the first one, which is fine. Why is the play rate set to 10,000? Oh, right, yeah. So it works a bit like Cyberpunk. So if you play... I'm all over the place at the moment. Play the intro. So as you come in, it fades to black, and then you're parked up where you are. But a lot of my animations and stuff is scripted specifically to the cutscene. So if you watch it, it works perfect.
Right, this one here.
Look at this fine part. Look at damn.
But yeah, so let's have a look why the audio's not working. We'll start there.
Look at this guy, damn fine car parts like a donkey. Look at this guy, damn.
I wonder, because it looks like it's restarting the audio. Look.
Again.
Number
Number are we looking for again? What
number?
So I wonder if I just need to go like that. Has it like messed up in the transition to the new version of Unreal or something? I don't know why the car's glitching like that. It's an Unreal glitch. Okay, that one's fine. Are all you fine? What are you? You're opening the door. Okay, so once it gets to that point, it's fine. Will you stop glitching out? Good lord. I don't know why it's doing that. It's annoying. Scene audio, car audio. I think that might be everything I need. So anyway, let's jump back to the space bug now. I think I've got a cam board for this. Log in, let's have a look. Is it GMTK 2022? No, that was the dice rolling game. That one was very good. I appreciate you can't see what I'm looking at. Nope. Okay, maybe I didn't then. I thought I made a board so I can plan through what I need to do, but apparently I haven't. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so the reason it sets the play rate up to 10,000 is because then it'll play the sequence and play all the events within it. Cyberpunk does it. If you ever watch it when you skip a cutscene on Cyberpunk, you'll see everything will just speed up really quickly, and it's because they've programmed specific set events inside their cutscene. So that'll basically play the cutscene at super high rate. Because it's 10,000, you're not going to see it. But also that 10,000 can happen anytime you press space, because space is to skip the cutscene. So it comes in, it plays, it waits for 1 second, then it gets the player, because the player for some reason isn't available immediately, and then it shows the input of press space to skip the cutscene, which is fine, we have that. So it's just this bit here is not releasing. Let's print something out and go space press. Right, let's give it a go, see what happens. Does the audio better?
Number 32.
It's skipping off again.
Right.
Oh, so it worked that time. So you can see the game's here, and if I walk over here, near a clue, walk up. Someone who parks this badly can't be a decent husband. Okay. He's just frozen for some reason. I don't get why. Trash can without a lid, so we'll walk over here. Okay, the clue counter's not counting up. We've got green footprints. I wonder where they go. He's still not following me. Okay, his AI is broken. There's a lot more broken than there should be. And we won't be able to go any further than that because we don't want them exploring the world. If I go and speak to here, and then we've got a dialogue option which I'll be replacing. Here we go. We've got lots of errors, look. Right, hello there. Hello, Stella. How are you doing today, buddy? So the dialogue's still not right, but the space is now working. So it seems to be a case of when you transition across from the main menu.
Number are we looking for again?
Number 32.
Yeah, look.
Flat seat.
It's not
Right,
picking it up
this
at
one
all.
here.
Look at this guy, damn fine car parts like a donkey.
You really have a thing for cars, don't you?
Right, let's do this.
I'm actually quite proud of that cutscene. It's not bad, actually. Oh, look at that. That's really messed up. How's it going so far? It's going alright, thank you. Just fixing bugs from an old game jam. Let's rename the title of the YouTube video, actually. Reviving an old game jam. There we go. But yeah, so we just need to fix the bugs, really. Because we've got a lot of stuff I want to do to this game. Because I do want to make it a big game. Because I think it's a cool concept for a game. But there's loads more to add to it. Where to start? There is a lot. Right. If you come in from the main menu, it crashes. Well, it doesn't crash, it doesn't let you skip. But I do know you're not supposed to put key presses on anything but the player. So, what if we go to the player instead? I've got an idea. Where would the player be? But there. If we create... What's the... I'm thinking we'll create an event dispatcher and plug into the player. Where's keys? This is plugins. Oh, I'm over here. We'll activate narrative. Oh, it's already active. Narrative's a plugin I bought. It wasn't the cheapest, but it's a fantastic plugin. Input. Where's input? There. So skip cutscene. If we plug in to skip cutscene on skip cutscene key pressed, So on left shift we speed up so we can move fast. That's only a dev thing, I think. We've got primary actions up there which came with the character. Set controls enabled, so that means you can't press anything. So if we get input action skip cutscene, put it here, and then go on skip cutscene key pressed, which we will call it. So the event dispatchers are basically delegates. They're types of variables that you can plug code into and say, when this delegate is called, run this piece of code. So I'm saying when space is pressed, run the delegate. And on the level blueprint, instead of doing that, instead I will move it all the way over here, which I'll tidy up in a minute. And I'll say on the player, assign on skip key. So when the on cutscene skip is pressed, I do this up a bit. So when it's pressed, call this event, and this event's gonna skip the cutscene. Because you're not supposed to have. That's one problem I saw a lot of people in Unity do, which Unreal kind of forces you not to do it. Is you had input coming from all sorts of different areas. I think I want to try making a commercial project, but I'm very aware that my bar of quality will need to be significantly higher. Not necessarily, because you could always make a low poly game. And based on the games I've seen you put out already, I've seen a lot worse trying to be sold. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. So it comes in, if it's playing, then skip it. Well, we won't need to worry about if it's playing anymore. So I can get rid of that and just say skip it. Because after we've skipped it, my next bit will be to unbind event from none of them. Unbind event skip. There we go. Unbind event, a specific event, and I'll unbind that one. So we've basically got a list of methods. And when I press skip cutscene on the player, it will run anything it's attached to it. So I bind to it, it runs it, it deattaches itself. Yeah, let's try that and see if it fixes that problem. First, we'll start in here.
What number are we looking for?
Number 32, flat C.
Nothing. Okay, why nothing? Cases, cases, cases. There's nothing to do with those ones, so bind to that. Let's see what. I think I know why.
Number are we looking for again?
Number
Yeah,
32.
nothing's happening up. I think because disable inputs pressed, meaning you can't press anything. So I've got a feeling that if I untick that so it doesn't disable the player's input, I've got a feeling it'll work. Yeah, it works completely fine, look. But the only issue with keeping it off
Number are we looking for again?
is you can
Number
move
32,
around.
flat
So
C.
I'm moving at the
Right,
moment, but
it's
you
this
can't
one
see.
here.
Look at this guy, damn fine car
Now
parts
when-
like a donkey.
I'll just get rid of that.
You really
Look how far I am away. I'm not supposed to be here, I'm supposed to be over there. So I don't want to stop input, because stop input is outright stops all player input. It's a good fix, but it's not perfect. What is this? Is this an Unreal function? Yeah, I think it is. How can I do this? A big issue is the animations, because I'm good at animations by hand. It's very hard, and yet I'm free to use motion capture software. Yeah, that's the problem I'm currently in as well. The animations I can find are okay, but they're not meeting my standards, what I need. Not like quality wise, but specifically what I want. For example, Mixamo loads of animations, but it hasn't got a single one of you sitting down for some reason. It's got you sitting down at angles or standing up or something. And it's just little bits like that, or getting in a car with root motion. It's, yeah. Do I really have to go through all of these and just block game access, which seems odd, unless I can set mode. See, I could set the mode, but that seems dodgy. I'll make my own mode soft system then. Right, let's go to blueprints and we'll go. Oh. Create a player one, and in here I'll create a new enum. This might not be the best way to do it, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Player control input mode. There we go. So we're going to have some normal modes. So it'll be something like a game, then cutscene, then dialogue. Do I need dialogue? If I'm using narrate, no, I'll just stick with the cutscene one for now. So if it's game, you get to move around, do everything you want. If it's cutscene, you can only use the spacebar. Yeah. So if it's enabled, then we will set the game mode, input mode. Oh, which one did I create? I created mode. Okay. So we'll set that to be game. Yeah, game. Instead of just enabled, we're going to set this instead to be a new mode. Ooh. New mode. This will be enum input mode. A big issue is the animations because making good animations by hand is hard, and yet. Oh wait, I've already read that one. But no, I am in the same boat. I keep trying different. I can just do that actually. Keeping it in an event here gives us the ability to add more things later. And what I'll do is I'll create a function and input. Yeah. And it'll have an export. As I'm trying to find a good motion capture solution. I was looking at buying a Roku suit, but I've heard a lot of negative things from people who aren't sponsored. So you look on YouTube and you look at all the reviews of it, and then everyone's like, this video is sponsored by Roku. We're going to tell you all about it. It's like, well, you kind of will say it's good, won't you? It's sponsored. But then if you look at the non-sponsored ones, then they say there's a huge amount of problems with it. So I don't know. I saw one review saying the guy had to turn everything off from his fridge to his TV because it was interfering with it, which that's crap if that's the case. Can. Well, 6 years. And it'll output a Boolean. So, is this the right way to do it? Should input mode. So what I'm thinking is we'll create this function. I'll just be able to drop it in right places. So this is a should input mode. If create a branch, you go to there. If it's true, it'll return success. If it's false, then it'll return false. Actually, we might be able to make this even simpler. Does the input mode, what our current input mode, equal what we say it should be, and then we'll equal this out, because it saves us doing it. If we do it here in a function, it saves us having to do it everywhere. So this is a short and simple one, and the plan is like, say here on the primary action, before we do anything, I'm going to call the can input script function. And when we press it, we must be a game to execute this cutscene. This thing. I want two execution outputs, ideally. Can I make a function with multiple outputs? Is that just added another variable? That has just added another variable. If I just do return, I kind of want two return nodes, so a positive return and then a negative return. What does that do? No, because I want a yes or a no, kind of like a branch built into it. What do you do? Cause this function to be able to process console commands. No, we don't need that. Const? Nope. It's not deprecated. Pure function. What's a pure function? If you have to explain something using the same word, you can't explain it very well. It's public. Can I do something to the function? Class defaults? No, that's filling everything. I've got a Firefox window. No. Unreal blueprint, Unreal function, multiple output executions. Let's see what that is. Multiple outputs in one function. Is this going to be multiple variables? No, that's not what we particularly need. That has more than one. Oh, well, more. That's perfect. Those are not functions but macros. Oh, do I need to create a macro? That could be easier then. Can input to. Here we'll go can input. Can I not copy that? Oh, damn it. See, I'm learning things on the job, which is always the best thing. Inputs will be an input mode, and this will be an exec. Ah, there's an exec, look. True, false. And then I can take this can input 2, take that, paste it here. So should you input it, and then a branch will determine true or false. It seems basic, but it is going to save a lot of time. Move you to the top. Just call you exec. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Because now we've got that. If we delete this can input 2, and we say can input, then you can exec into it. On key press, it should be game mode to use this key. If it's true, you can go to there. So if we were in the right game. If it's false, it does nothing. And the same with the cutscene one. We really should only use the cutscene space key on the cutscene block, and then it will call the cutscene one. And the benefit of that is if one key does multiple things, so say space does jump later, I can put a false node off here and say, well, is it a game mode? Yes, then do this. So I can make it do multiple things now. Thank you, Reddit post. So we bind to cutscene. We do that if we're on the right input type. Let's set input mode to cutscene by default. Yeah, because by default it is a cutscene. Yeah, so when I come in and enable input, I just need to make sure everywhere I've enabled input correctly. Find references. Apparently that's the only place is when I create the HUD. Okay. Oh, I just set cutscene right there. So, well, it'll be fine. Keep it like that. The problem is with free mocap project is just external dependencies, and the same applies to the Blender mocap by the same guy. There are some semi-okay ones if you've got the space. I saw one the other day. Where did I see it? Here we go. It's called Mocap for All. It's in almost entirely Japanese, but they give you a free trial, and apparently all you need is a camera of any kind, any webcam, and they claim it can do eye tracking as well. And I was going to try that, but you need to print a bunch of stuff off, so it's a bit... I'm getting used to it. You also need an Nvidea graphics card, otherwise it'll use your CPU and it'll take forever. See, I've got loads of webcams when I tried to do the previous mocap. So yeah, I'm going to be trying that eventually, but I've got no idea how good it is. Hello, buddy. Hello. How are you doing today? DJ? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your username. Okay, there's going to be a cutscene where it does enable controls. Can I enable input? No results found. Well, that is wrong because let's move the player in here. Isn't it just called enable input? Ah, it's set controls enabled, that's why. There we go, sequence right there, look. Okay. Nope. Ah, it's a deathly wallpaper, look. I can't get to the sequence, so we will open up the intro and we'll have to just find where it calls it manually. It's there, look. Oh, I don't know why that's there. Oh, it's doing that thing, look, it's right there. Cross that off. Sequence event, cast to the player. Set controls enabled is no longer right, so we'll set that to game mode. What are you doing? And we save that we've done the cutscene in the thing, so then next time you play it shouldn't do it again. Move you across a bit. Me, I'm fine. What about you? I'm alright, thank you. I am doing well. Set controls enabled, plug you into there, and we're setting game mode. I think that should be it. Oh, really? Why did it crash? I mean, it's fine, we'll just reload it, but... Just seeing if I can see anything to see why it's crashed. It's very random. Something to do with the saving. Ah, they might not say. It's not gonna lie. I don't know who sudo user eno is, because that's not my computer's name. Interesting. All right, let's close it and we'll reopen it. If you kill. Goodbye, Unreal. There we go. There's a Darth Vader one. Look. Oh, now playing, reviving a game jam. That is not right. Configure now playing. Oh no, don't change the font. Cancel. Configure now playing. Let's load Unreal while we're waiting. There we go. Put the console over there. Close window. What am I looking for? I'm looking to change this. I know you can't see it, like, but there we go. Nope, that's still the wrong one. Oh wow. It's something I'm toying with. You must have heard this music a million times. It's all over the internet, this one. Reopen all of that. The free mocap project is just a video input, which is pretty good. It has both face and body, but I still haven't been able to install it. Oh, have you tried to install it then? Where is my other Windows? Right, that's not going to work because this is not the right map. I do want to install it. I've tried a bunch of them. There's a Neckel Connect one. Remington Creative put out a Blender video for it. It works all right, but last time I tried it, for some reason, it just kept glitching out so much. Right, how much did we lose? It's got that, which is fine. It's got the right game. I think we're okay. I think it saved and then crashed. So if we start it, can we skip a cutscene? Yes, we can, and we jump as well. So you see, it skipped super quickly, like you couldn't see this cutscene, but it still runs all the events on the cutscene, which is the important thing.
Number are we looking for again?
Number 32.
Nothing.
Right, it's this one.
Look at this guy, damn
I don't
fine
get
car.
why. It's the level transitioning is one of the main bugs why I couldn't release the game originally. I tried installing it, but there's a bunch of dependencies. Isn't it a Windows only thing as well? So it's almost like the level blueprint isn't being called properly. Might be, not sure. Let's have a look at it, because it is in Japanese, which makes it like semi-difficult. I'm still learning Japanese, but I can't read it that well yet. Yeah, Windows application. It's definitely something I want to try one day, because they say you can export it as an FBX format, which means we can stick BVH or FBX into Blender, tidy it up, and then stick it into Unreal. Oh, they've got example projects, look. See, yeah, theoretically, all you do is set a camera up, or even multiple cameras. So, the one I tried before was IPI Soft. They claim that you can use multiple cameras, so I bought 2 Kinects, and I bought how many have I got? 3 PS3 cameras with all the adapters I need and stuff. And it's just, I couldn't get it to work. I don't know with the PS ones if you are supposed to have multiple devices. I tried plugging it all into one, but it was just really glitchy, you know. But yeah, I'm still trying. I'm not giving up, because this root motion animations are going to make everything in my animations much better. Let's just bind to that. And what we'll also do is we'll bind to that. See if they're actually receiving any input at all. So this should bind to there. Oh, it's doing that crap again. There we go. Right, so that works perfectly fine. Main menu. So let's go and have a look now. Well, that's not the same website. Oh, okay. Yeah, look. Nothing.
Right, it's this one here.
Look at
It's like it's deactivating the player. Is it in here? Am I doing it like on this blueprint? Ah, I wonder if that's it. I'm setting the input to UI only for the player controller. Oh, have I just solved the problem? So when you set the input mode to a UI only, it'll only respond to your mouse clicks, I believe. So if I get my HUD, ew, that looks dodgy, doesn't it? No, I don't want that HUD. I want the main menu. That's what I want. So if I grab this main menu and on click, instead of opening the level, there's a delay there to make that visible, because if you go straight to click straight to open level, it won't make the loading screen visible. It's not the best way to do a loading screen, but it works. So yeah, I tried to do what I used to do in Unity, where you have a separate level loaded called the loading level, and it loads every other level, and then you can have spawning things, and that's how Assassin's Creed does it, where they can seamlessly go from a full game where, you know, you're running around doing missions, you achieve an objective, the entire screen fades to white, and then instantly you're in a loading screen. What they do is they have a stationary loading level that you run around, and then they just synchronously load in and load out other levels, but I've not figured out how to do that in Unreal yet. So if I disable that, it should either work or not work. Yeah, so in the main menu, I now set this to be set input mode game only, and then drag you in there, pop goes the weasel, and let's try it. It's gonna be so good if I solve the problem. I can't get it.
Number are we looking for?
Oh yes! Why am I so low down? Hello? Why am I so low down? Let's have a look. But I fixed the problem. That is good. That is good. Very good. Right. Where is the player gone? I need to clean this up eventually. All the yellow stuff is dynamically spawned in. I didn't spawn that in. All that's out deloaded because it don't need to be loaded. Where the hell's the player? Is it Agent 2? No, that's the AI. There we go. Where's the camera? Camera's in the right place. I want to make a game with a story. I'm currently thinking about what to do. I need to do something that I can do with what I've got. Or what do you mean by what you've got? As in your assets? To make a story, you don't need assets. You look at like Undertale, the most basic assets you can think of. Or just do it with spheres or something, if you just want to do a story game. Why is the camera so low? What I'm going to do is I'm going to enable colliders. There we go. Right, the player. Come here. There we go. So the first person mesh, if I drag that up, is that helped? No. Like, yeah, if I just go here and then turn, look, I'm halfway down the collider for some reason. But the camera is all the way up there. Yeah, look, I'm still massively off. I've got an idea, but it requires a fair amount of detail, so I'll probably use Make Human like I did for the last games. Do Unity not have that human generator plugin yet that they kept raving about? What happens if I just keep it playing and try to move the camera? No, the camera's all the way up there. I might have to shut my curtains because it's very bright. I can't see properly. Just move my plants out the window. Move you over here. Grab you. There we go. So I've got two plants in the window. I can't see because the sun's so bright. Let me just take my headphones off for 1 minute. Right, how can we do this? So I've got Halloween decorations up as well. Just going to see if I can like move the blinds because I don't have curtains. Maybe I should invest in curtains. I have worked on my bottom. Got not knock everything on the window as well. Almost there. Yeah, that's better. Oh, see perfectly now. Hello, is this your game? This is one of my old Game Jam games. Just I didn't manage to publish it in time because there was just so many game-breaking bugs. And we're going through fixing them today so I can re-release the game. Player. How are you doing today, Thomas? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Why is the camera doing that? What about if I hide the player? What happens then? It's like I'm a midget. When was this made? This was made a while ago. What does my credits say? So I think the credits say when I did it. No, that's that one. 2020. Oh, so it was this year. Yeah, it was this year, and I think it was whenever the Bracky's Game Jam was. It was made. I think it was like 4 months ago or something. It was made in Unreal Engine. Yeah, it's definitely made in Unreal Engine because that's since last November. That's what I've been training in, which I think I've got pretty good for a year, to be fair. Why am I in the main menu again? Oh yes, because it only happens when I come from the main menu, doesn't it? If I can use things like new textures I've been making and get a level of detail similar or better than my Game Jam games, it will be good enough.
Right, it's this one here.
Look at this guy, damn fine car parks like a donkey.
Let's see what happens if I don't press space. I would remove the glass to make that cutscene better, but you can't. It's bound to the model. Then again, I could edit the model. See, he's still doing it. But only when you come into it, because if you start the game, it works completely fine. I've never had so many bugs with level transitions. Better than my Gem games. Building quality games, you'll tend to learn more as you do it. I won't worry too much about the quality. I just work on the story for now. See, it works perfectly fine, you know. Do you use Unity sometimes? No, I've not touched Unity in ages now. I'm disagreeing with a lot of their policies that they're now putting out. You know, reducing half the staff, buying that big digital animation software place and then binning half the staff. It's ridiculous. Buying into that advert thing, what caused a lot of ruckus. Yeah, I'm disagreeing with a lot of that. Why are you being a pain, but only during transitions?
Number are we looking for again?
Can I show the camera? Visualize camera. I wonder if the camera's been set as not visible in game. Because if I could see where the camera is, maybe that'd help. Done it. Damn, but years ago Unity was late. If they could have bought the big game in school, game visual effects company, and if they'd have done that like a year ago, it still would have been pretty good. But then the other issue you've got is, oh, that's unticked. Ah, there we go. Is Unreal still released Nanite, which absolutely destroys anything Unity's got at the moment. It destroys what most game engines have got at the moment, to be fair. Unless people like Rockstar or someone's got it, but Rockstar are very secretive, aren't they? Okay, now it's just lying to me. It's not even showing the camera. So my next point then would be if I find where the camera is. It's there, look. Save that over here. Let's see if the camera does actually move. I did used to use Unity and my cutscene tutorials exploded. It's like nearly on, I think it's on 10k views or something, which is incredible. I was looking forward to get back into Unity, but then I moved to Unreal because I want to get a job in game development eventually, and nobody was hiring Unity. Unity is still lit the engine, not the company. That's very true. That is very true. Okay, so the camera isn't moving. How can the camera not move, but the view move? Look, it's just completely moved. But only when you come into it. You know what I am going to try though? Because in the main menu... Where was it? No, that's not it, that one. I am going to get rid of this input mode game only thing. And on the main menu level blueprint, I'm also going to get rid of it and just see what happens. But I do need to show the cursor, because otherwise I can't play the game. And let's just see what happens. Does this fix it?
Number are we?
No. It's so small. Is it like resizing the player or something? Scales 111, 111, 111. All the scales fine. And even on that, look, it says I should be higher than I am. It's like it's reducing my character half height, and I don't know why. Yeah, it's the same height. It's got to be using a different camera, because I've moved everything. Is it that? Where are you? You're all the way there. You can't be right. Player camera manager? Ooh. What are you? If I move you up, will you let me move you up? Nope. I'll have to take you to 0. Nope. What about it? 120 then? 150? 170. No, I'm still a midget. Is that moved up? No, it's gone back down again. What are you and where are you coming from? I've never heard of you before. It's none of these, is it? No, because they're all miles away. It's the only one that explains my current height. I certainly enjoy the graphics side of game dev. I've thought of Unreal, but my PC struggles enough to use Unity, HDRP, let alone UE5. True, but don't forget with Nanite, if I can visualize it, it might crash, but where are you? Advanced. I forgot how to do this. I swear it just said Nanite. Maybe I've not got Nanite enabled on this project. Oh wait, no, lit, that's why. Lit, nanite, triangles. It's super efficient, that's the thing. So you've also got the world partition, which if I zoom out, is not working currently on this level. But the world partition cuts your map with the cubes as well, which makes your life a lot easier. Maybe give Unreal a try, you never know, it might not work. Oh, no, 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 no. But it also might work, and it might work really well. But then equally, like you say, it might not. Right, what on earth is this camera manager crap? Because it's ruining the game now. Like, if I play the game and click on you, or if I just hide you? Are you invisible? Nope. Can I delete you? Player controller and camera actor. I don't know what you are, and I don't know why you're being a pain. Yeah, it's definitely doing it, look. It's definitely that. I have no idea, let's Google. Well, games in UE4 hardly run because of GPU effects. UE5, it makes it worse, the editor's slow. Ah, right, that's not good then. Have you thought about getting a new computer one day? A player camera manager. Let's go and see what it is. It's annoying. This page exists in Remedy. I wouldn't say it's an important aspect, it's doing my head in. An incredibly important class of Unreal is to play camera manager class, and your game is using a class whether you realise it or not. I've realised it. In fact, it's kind of a tragedy. Few people do know the class. Okay. Player camera is responsible for managing the camera for a particular player. It defines the final view properties used by other systems. The renderer, meaning you can think of it as a virtual eyeball. Okay. Well, can I change it? Manager class will first attempt to turn the collection of sends by associated player controller and any pawns that are currently being possessed. That's not super helpful. Let's see if I can manually put it in. Then I can manually put it in place. Yeah, I currently have a budget Yeah, I currently have, but budget doesn't agree. Maybe one day you can get one. Okay, we definitely don't have it there. Camera, what was it called? Player camera manager. So if I play the game here, what does the camera manager do?
Number are we looking for again?
So it puts it there and it works completely fine. Can't believe I've never seen that before. That's the thing.
Tom and Charlotte have gotten engaged.
Sorry, give me 1 minute. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I have thought of just upgrading the GPU, which is the most limiting as it's a GTX 950, but the 1660 would still cost more than I can afford. Also, South African GPU prices are always behind, so they're ridiculously high. Oh, that's not good. I'm struggling. I don't know how to fix this. This is the thing. Where's my Firefox window go? Play Camera Manager, wrong position. Is it that? Okay, let's try this then. So maybe the player camera thing is using the main menu's camera position, and when I transition across, it's not figured out it needs to change cameras for some reason. So what if when I set the controls enabled, let's just try. It's worth a try. So if that's set to game, I'm gonna get the player controller and I'm gonna set with blend, set view target with blend. There we go. If it's true, then I'm gonna set the new camera to be my first person camera. Why? What did that tutorial say a minute ago? Damn it. I swear you can change. How do you change camera? Unreal change camera. I can get a 3090 for like $2.5 grand. Ouch, especially when they're coming down, yeah. That is quite expensive, unfortunately. This says you do just drag the camera in. Set view target. No, that's not working either. I can't cast it to anything. What? This is a tough one. I'm not sure why this is being a pain, to be fair. What happens if I do just set view target with blend and just don't give it a view target? Seems to enjoy it. What happens if I play the game normally?
Are we looking?
Seems to work okay. Hello again, how are you doing? This is Unreal 5. This is Unreal 5, yeah. When I was learning it, I decided to not spend too long learning Unreal.
Are we looking for?
No, still shrink down. So it's not that then. Is it some? No, it can't be the cutscene. I actually switched to Unreal 5 altogether. Nice. Welcome to the party. Where did you learn? YouTube. I just googled random YouTube videos of bits I needed, found a starting tutorial, and then went from there. I think it was like Learn Unreal with Kate or something like that. I followed that to get all the basics down, and then I just kept googling how to shoot a gun, how to make a cutscene, and just kept following them. I don't know. I generally don't know why this is doing it. Because I want to stop it doing it. Wait. Oh no, I jumped into the right one this time, didn't I? It's only from the main menu.
Number are we looking for again?
Yeah, look, it's just still really low. Because if I go into the game here and move these features around, it works. So if I change the FOV, it works, it changes the camera, which means it's using that camera. Is it this camera actor here? No, it can't be because that's miles away. And the 1660 is still at 400, even though that's more than the 3060 is supposed to be. That's not good. But my GTX 950 has been trusty for years, still runs Unity and can have a heart attack whenever I use Blender. What do you think of the difference between third person and first person? Which do you think is better? I don't know, to be fair. It depends on the game. Because like in Fallout and Skyrim I'll play first person, but then games like GTA are third person and they work completely well. Like in GTA I tend to stay third person way more than I do first person. I've made third person games, I've made first person games, so they should allow cloud computing for you. Something like Stadia could have done. That's true. It is a shame about a Stadia, because what they were promising was quite good. I've changed my FOVs and everything looks weird. Unreal, player camera manager, wrong position. Let's try good old Google, see what they do. Or say. Oh, there we go. Is that it? I'm not using a server though. No, that's about using dedicated servers. I'm not doing that. I mean, people like make Stadia cloud computer for people who can't afford powerful computers and got a little subscription money. Yeah, that's very true. Stadia did unlock the version of PC gaming that people who can't afford PCs can use, and they've just binned it off as per Google does everything. This is back to here again. And the problem is, I don't know if it's a bug in Unreal or whatever, but it's just annoying. I'm thinking of making my story game in third person, but I'm not sure how far I'll get. How I will get a good feeling third person camera. My advice is to find a game you like and copy from it. I'm opening my door because it's really warm. Yeah, find a game you like and copy from it. Set camera. So some subscription services like that aren't available in South Africa. Oh, so you never got to try on Stadia anyway. Well, from what I heard, it wasn't that good anyway. I just changed it and it didn't do it. Oh, it's reset. It's ignoring it. What about if I do delete it? What happens? It puts me in the back of the middle of the road again. Is it this dodgy camera actor, wherever this is coming from? No, I haven't got a camera actor. It's spawning it in himself for some reason. Is there like some way I can find out why? Default pawn class is, we'll set it to my player. HUD class, I'm not using it, but it's there. Player controller. Did that fix it?
Number are we looking for again?
Number 32, flat C.
It's an annoying bug, this one.
Number are we looking for?
It's just still shrinking it. It's annoying that he's not actioning as well. He should be coming alive, but we can deal with that later. My number one goal for today is to get it so you can actually play the game without the bugs. Because it's odd that I can't spawn it in either. Oh, I can. I've copied it. Maybe I can spawn it in and manually place it, right? It might work. It's worth a try. Right, you a bloody annoying thing. Can I attach it to my player and just be like, use this? Let's see what that does. I mean, like, bloody Stadia could have done that. True. Because if you're working on a computer, you don't essentially need high FPS like you would in gaming. No, it's just... what's it doing? Is it spawned another one? I think it has. Where's my BP player gone? Oh, it's deleted it. Interesting. I've never had this before with it messing with the camera. And I've moved between levels before and never had a problem. Yeah, it's deleted it. It's just gone. Could it be something to do with the main level, maybe? You know, the sequencer. Ah, this is an annoying bug. Are we back to the same website again? Yeah. On location, move network. This is a VR game. It might... No, it's on servers again. I don't want servers. Let's try that one. I don't know what Ceresium is. I mean, like, you know, Jupyter Notebook. Isn't Jupyter Notebook the Python IDE thing? I've never used it personally. Let's try reading this one again. Move. Some people saying want to control it myself. Nevertheless, the camera actor gets overridden at runtime by playing around, but it seems to create its own camera actor. Okay, this is looking good. Automatically get created at runtime. How can I get rid of this behavior when the game is created? I know it's with a type of game. Oh, okay. I don't have a custom control camera. I want to use my camera. I mean, why on earth Google could have done so many things for Stadia rather than BSing around? Yeah, they could have. They could have made it really, really good. They were putting a lot of effort into it. I don't think they could get the internet down. I think that's the thing. I think they were hoping that it would work far better with the lack of internet a lot of people have, and it just wasn't. So this one's come again and said, set your default camera. So set view blend. Do I need my controller? I mean, it can help people, help non-programming people, but for them it's like a fuss. It's completely frustrating for me. It just sucks to find everything. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do get you. They have in Unreal Engine. You hate the GUI of Unreal. Sorry, have I got mixed up? I don't mind it, to be fair. Some things are hidden, but you kind of get used to it. It's not that different from Unity. I don't want to start. Can I just cast this camera to an actor then? Let's just try it in begin, because we're not doing it there.
What number are we looking for again?
So that one's fine the way it is there, but it's when the main menu, isn't it? I mean, give me a layer for all the cameras. Give me a tool all on one side rather than... I think there is a camera manager, but I don't know how it works. I would script it. Yeah, script it. I don't know C++ yet, so I'm not going to do it that way. Sorry about that, ladies and germs. I am back. Yes, my partner's mum rang and wanted help with her VPN. So, IT support, what have I missed? It is easier to navigate in Unity. Maybe it's because it feels less polished. Because Unreal looks visually good but confuses me. It's honestly, Unreal isn't that different. It is a little bit. I'm not going to lie and say it's not massively different. But if I get a screenshot of Unity, let's have a look. Unity 2022. Let's have a look. I think I made a video about translating a bunch of this over, and now I know even more. Editor. No, I need the editor. There we go. Right, what we got here? So, wait for this to load. It's very slowly. Okay, so play, pause, next frame buttons. Play, pause, next frame buttons. They're right there, so that's the same. That word there that I can never ever say, hierarchy, that is your outliner. They're the exact same thing. Anything what's in the current level is there. Inspector, that's your details tab down here. So they're identical. They do look different and they are in different places. You can make it the same though. And then you've got your project, which is your content drawer there. Your console is your output log. And you've got your viewport, which is your main one, which is your scene. It does also double up to be your game view, so you don't have two tabs for that. But you can also get out of it. So they are very similar. Unreal has some more windows, just like Unity does. Like Unity has the navigation panel, whereas in Unreal it's built into the details panel. But Unreal has the world partitioner, whereas in Unity I don't think it has that at all. So this is also running on Linux, look. That's Ubuntu. But yeah. What message? Your game is awesome. Thank you very much. Unity people are saying, not me, I don't know about Unity, that game is getting worse by updates. Unity, every goddamn thing is like documented, but Unreal is a mess. I will give you that. Unity's documentation does come across a lot better than Unreal's. I have seen some stuff in Unity where the documentation is crap, but just like Unreal, some documentation is crap, but more, I do prefer Unity's documentation to Unreal's, I will say that. Unity has just gotten better in terms of features, but I noticed a major difference in speed from 2020 installed compared to 2022. Install the new one is often 4 times slower to actually open. Oh wow. So I still switch between versions, mainly stick to 2020 if I want URP project. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I was shocked because, as you know, I use Linux, which is what I'm using now, and using Unity on there, it worked. It was a little bit sluggish, but it did work. But then one time I loaded it in Windows to compile a Windows version. I couldn't believe how smooth it was compared to Linux's version. I was just confused. Same computer, but it was just so smooth. Whereas Unreal, I've tried on both Windows and Linux, and the performance is identical, which is what I really do like as well. Would I ever go back to Unity? I don't know. Maybe. But the thing is, I'm not an artistic person, so Unreal does all the really nice shadows for me, the lighting, the texture, well, not the texturing, but you know what I mean. It just has an artistic feel on it, whereas Unity doesn't. Unity's like, hey, figure this out. So that's one thing I do prefer about Unreal. Right, I might give up with the camera for now because I'm getting nowhere with it. My pooch wants toilet, so give me 1 minute. I'll be back in a minute. What's this? Tifa, upstairs. Tifa, upstairs. Wait. Up. Up. Oh, you apparently just heard all of me telling Tifa to come up. Ignore that. Took it to the toilet, forgot to mute. Never mind. I can't keep her downstairs because she might start scooting on the floor. That's why. And she doesn't listen to normal commands sometimes, so you have to deep voice it. I've been able to achieve Unreal level graphics with Unity 22 HDRP, but not quite with global illumination because Unity need to ray tracing or screen space global illumination. It's good that you can start achieving that in Unity. That is good. It means Unity's coming a long way. I mean, like games like Escape from Tarkov is made in Unity. You can expect such quality games. Unity can put out good quality games, but it's easier to jump into it with no knowledge and produce a game than it is with Unreal, where you've got to have a level of knowledge in order to produce a game. And the bare minimum game you can create in Unreal is a better bare minimum game than you can create in Unity. Because, for example, Unity starts you off with a capsule to run around. So you can always tell it's a Unity game. Whereas Unreal starts you off with a proper mannequin with animations. You can change all that. You don't have to use it. You can make it. But if you watch a beginner Unity tutorial, you get a capsule. If you watch a beginner Unreal tutorial, you get a mannequin. You know, a man. And it's just different different beginner levels. Which is much better for performance, but as limitations doesn't provide realistic results. True. And I guess that's a good thing about Unreal, is it does it all for you. I didn't do any of this lighting or the shadows, it just did it for me, which is what's better for me. Who's that handsome homeless man with the great voice? Hello, Will, how you doing, buddy? You are in here. I can't see you currently. Let's see if I can make it see to you. There you go, look at that. That's Mr. Will, look. Camping in his homeless tent. Unity has included third and first person templates with a character. Have they really now? That's new. It's where I belong. I'm sure that's not true. Right, let's stick narrative on because I like narrative. Blueprints. Narrative. Dialogue. So narrative is a plugin I bought, and it's very, very good. It's for doing quests and dialogue. I like Liverpool. I've never been. No, I've never been to Liverpool. I've been to Manchester once for Comic-Con, and I think for a security training course. But that's it. Dialogue group, blueprint. Just click H because I forgot his name. Oh, Hobo. He's just literally called Hobo, is he? Hobo. Right, so we'll go back to the dialogue graph. What we got here? We need where's the other dialogue thing I've got? Dialogue tree. There we go. That one. Because this dialogue tree is all right, but it's not fantastic by any means. So I'll start from the top of this one on the other screen. And the first thing he says, let's give him a proper setup of speakers. Hobo. And he can be red. I'll make him red. I heard in Everton, like, originals names scare the hell out of me there, mate. I didn't even know Everton was a place, to be fair. Your average Unreal games take a lot of GPU power and will limit who can play your games. That's true. Even I have made smaller games in URP so everyone can play. Yeah, that is also the other thing. Unreal's base game is a lot more performant. You can't just stick it on Android. Whereas a Unity based game, you stick it on your phone dead easily. But yeah, you can't do that with a base Unreal game. to make a mobile Unreal game is harder than it is to make a Unity mobile game. So maybe one day, maybe if I was making a pure mobile game, maybe I will go back to Unity, make life easier for myself. So from the snores, then we want a player response. What's his options? It is, sir, we need to ask you a few questions. There we go. And then from here, it goes back onto the homeless guy, which will say blah, 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 or something along those lines. We'll plug the audio in now, actually. Dialogue sound is snores. Oh no, starting the snoring off. Plug it into there. There we go. Snores. So we need to ask you a few questions. Did it do it? Yeah, it does. Perfect. So all I'm doing is literally going down this one here. So get the next speech, which is that one. I'll click that, come back across to here, put it into there, boom. And I'm just copying and pasting it across, and it's going to make it a lot easier. Divock Origi is a footballer. I've never heard of it. Unreal has a separate defined renderer, I believe. They currently have a new version in preview. When you say preview, do you mean 5.1 Unreal, the latest one? Separate renderer for mobile, I mean. Oh, okay, got you. I've released... Yeah, Stella has released a few games. On his itch.io, I believe it's just Stella Nightmare. I don't think you'll be able to post links to it. But yeah, I've played his games. They're very good games. I had fun playing them. So let's drag off from the player. This is why I like narrative, because now I can come in and do this. Put that in, but then I can also go... Oh, there's another dialogue node. Look, right, this. Dead easy to use compared to the other one. And it's so much easier to understand as well. Are you human? Have you seen anything strange? Because, like, imagine if you needed to send somebody a script like I did for Mr. Will. You can't send it people this and expect them to understand it. It makes no sense. Whereas this, you just send it and it's all there. It shows exactly what you can do. It's a shame you can't export this to PDF. That'd be fantastic, but maybe you can with a plugin. Games are games. You have like a good resume there. Yeah, it's still not on itch. You can like show your game to the HR and recruit you. That is true. That's what I'm doing with all mine. I put all my games on my CV so people can see what I've done and what I'm up to. And I've been asked by a few companies like, why are you applying here if you're going to just go into games development, or you should be in games development? Why are you applying as a web developer? So we come to here. So, sir, are you human? Then he will snore louder. There we go. And then what happens then? Oh, I think it just exits the dialogue at that point. Yeah, so I think if you don't connect it back up, I think it just exits. We'll test it out in a minute. I would rather have a worthy project like a full thing that's not extremely janky. It depends what specifically you're going for, I guess. Like, if you're going to be... Because I don't think in games development there exists a person who does everything. You know, like if you were to join EA or something, I don't think they'll have a guy who can model, who can program, who can sound design and everything. You'll have your specific sectors. So I guess focus on what you want to show off, maybe. Right, next one. Have you seen anything strange? What? Who's there? That one. Nope. That one. Click here, click that. Yeah, so when I originally did these, I used AI to generate the names, which is why they're all like River and Jacob. But then I got Mr. Will sent me the voice acting for the hobo, so I managed to replace them really easily. Then here we come here, and then we have 2 player responses. One of them is, have you seen anything strange around here? And then the other one is trash can, but this is only available if you found the trash can. My old one can't do conditions like this, whereas this new one can. So we'll look at programming that in eventually. There we go. I mean, like, there is Nacom, Focus Entertainment, and Prime Matter. They all have nice quality games. I've heard of them, but I can't click onto what games they've done. Stella is our all-in-one game guy. He is very true. Stella is everything for games design. Well, in smaller studios like Blizzard, they might want someone who has general experience, even if they're specialists. Why would you say small studios and then Blizzard in the same sentence? I didn't think Blizzard was that small, were they? Tiny Build is going dope. Like Tiny Kin. I've not heard of that one before. But yeah, no, that is true, I guess. If you go for an indie company, maybe they do want people who is full stack. Is it full stack? Is it the same in games development? I don't know. Blizzard is small. Oh, I didn't know that. For one of the biggest games with WoW, I can't believe they're that small. Right, next one. Have you seen anything strange? And then he comes in and says, everything's strange around here. Then, because he says that, then you can come into here. Everything like what? And then the other option is to say, but if they've discovered the trash can, which I will sort out the word trash can eventually. Everything's strange, but did you see anything? We'll come back down to that option in mix. I'm getting lost now. Everything like what? So we'll drag you up. Add a dialogue for the hobo. Weird things. Grab the audio, paste it into there. And then the player comes in and just says, I need more. I need more. Come on, what did you see? And then that instantly comes back to the hobo falling back asleep. Like so. There we go. There's one path done. And you can see it's a lot easier to read and follow. A lot easier. But Blizzard works with smaller subsections. Microsoft paying billions for Blizzard, yeah. So they can pump out multiple guns. Yeah, I think that's what Microsoft are doing. Buy as many companies as you can, pump out more Xbox exclusives and PC exclusives. What games did Blizzard even work on that are small? The only one I know, Blizzard, actually, yeah, they did Overwatch. They did Overwatch 2, WoW, StarCraft, I believe. Did they do StarCraft? And my programming skills could be defeated by a little child. No, that's not true. They purchased Obsidian not long ago. Who's Obsidian again? I've heard of those ones. Purchased Obsidian and Bethesda. I've heard of Obsidian. I really have. Blizzard were good in the past, but they're not so good now. No, I don't think they're putting out as quality games anymore for people. So that'll exit. Things are strange, but what did you see? So that comes back to this one. Dialogue line, put you there. There we go. Ah, then that unlocks the clue and then it exits. Oh, I think that's it. I think I've done it. That wasn't too bad, actually. Fallout New Vegas Obsidian. Ah, there we go. Yes, I remember. That's why I know the name. New Vegas. I can't code it all, so I don't feel bad. Stella's better than he's letting on. He's putting himself down, that's all. Coding is easy if you keep doing more and more. That's very true. It's just like anything, you just need to practice. Once you've got one language down, coding just becomes so much easier. Right. So I need to make a condition for this trash can one. So we will go narrative dialogue and we will make a custom conditions folder. Narrative blueprint condition. Narrative condition as unlocked. Ooh, let's see if I can make this work. You need a lot of practice. You will fall in love with coding with enough practice. Yes, that's very true. I absolutely love coding. It's one of my favourite things to do, which is what confuses a lot of people. Spend all day at work coding, come home, spend all night coding, and people are like, you need to relax. It's like, no, coding is relaxing. It's a different type of coding. Even this, I consider this coding, so I'm happy. I don't even code in high level, by the way. I go machine language where humans start to go bonkers understanding it. You could go to machine language. I go directly to assembly. I've tried assembly before and it's just not for me. I like the fine line between making it readable versus time to be able to actually create it, but also speed. Right, how do I get the... I love assembly. Good. Have you created anything good in it you don't like readable? Have you created anything good in assembly? Right, what was I going to do? I was going to say, do they have a clue? The player's clues are stored on the player itself. Okay, so if I get the player... Has it actually crashed? I might have to kill Unreal. I think it's crashed. Oh no, I can still do that actually. It's a weird crash. I tried C++ on OpenGL and stopped with a single orange triangle on screen. Yeah, don't go that deep. For an Arduino board, I tried to make better memory management. C++ is hard, yeah, C++ is hard. I'm planning to learn Rust eventually, but finding the motivation to do is hard. Stella knows C#. He is good at C#. Ah, he's come back, yes. Yeah, Stella does know C#. He's letting himself down with that one. I came from an era where coding was like 10 go to 20, 20 if 20 is greater than 10 go to 10 everyone. It sounds like a mix between assembly / the old Flash action script. C++ is not hard, it just needs a lot of thinking. Yeah, I'd give it that one then, yeah. Coding isn't hard because you tend to not be doing... You're just writing lines of code, that's it. It's not like something really challenging, but it just takes that amount of practice to do it. That's this to player. Set this to a pure cast because I know it's definitely going to be a player. Then if I get the clue controller, can I do has clue? Get clue. Count. So if I get the clues. Actually, I'm going to add this to the clue controller to find clue. And I think it's going to be a lot nicer, that's the cutscene controller, than having it there. Clues controller. C++ is C#, but without a pain. Fortran or COBOL. I have never tried that. I've never tried Fortran or COBOL before. they're functional based programming languages, aren't they? So you don't have classes and stuff like that, like object oriented. That's not clear. Let's create a function. As clue state, and this will return is clue complete. And then what we're going to input from the clues, what do we have? Do a for each loop. Can I break this? No. So it's BP clue start. Why have I called it BP clue start again? State. Enum clue state. Wanted state. And if I go enum clue state, like so, get clue state. Get state, and then I will compare. Yeah, this looks like it might work. So go to there, get the clue state equals. No. I need to search for the right clue first. I'm just getting the state from this, aren't I? I'm going down the wrong rabbit hole here. It's Commodore 64. I've never used that either. I think I've got one downstairs from my missus bought with her when she moved in. I played with the NES memory chips. C# is more like Java than C++. Yeah, Java and C# are almost very, very similar languages. There'll be minor differences, and the architecture works different, but they are. If you know C#, you're very good at halfway there knowing Java. The first thing I made was actually a text-based console game with C++. Nice. Learning how to use if-else and thought, oh god, the good old days. I used to do the same thing, trying to make a game like what's Zork? Is it Zork? The text-based online game. Yeah, Zork. Play online at Text Adventures. That thing. That's what I tried to make in C++. As something similar to this. You know, go west. Go west. Attack troll with axe. And so you can't see such a thing. C#, C++, Java, it's all based off C. That's true. But we've got a new contender now, haven't we? COBOL, which is going to be plugging into C++. No, not COBOL. What's it called? It's something like that. Carbon, that's it. Carbon is using. It's like C++, but meant to be better to or easier to use. Why am I here? That's it. Clue ID, an integer. Okay. And then you've got Rust as well, which removes all of the memory management issues that C++ gives you. And C is just bruh. So we'll get ID. Nope. Get clue ID. There we go. So if this equals stick you up there. Can I get the clue ID from here? Get clue ID. There we go. So that'll reference that clue ID there. If it equals the same, then we can simply return when we get the clue state. So if I come down here and go get state and pass it all the way up to there. Enum clue state. Clue state. There we go. So now we've got an easy way to search clues and get the state of it, which I can now use in here by going get clue. Nope, no, I can't. I can't call the function. Is it because I've not compiled? Get clue. Oh no, it's just called clue state. Ooh. Yeah, clue state. There we go. C++ is just C plus classes. Yeah, pretty much. C is more like, okay, hardware level than a software level. You know what instructions are being fed to the computer. Both C++ and C are horrific to work with. You should look at Rust. It's not the most friendly looking language when you first look at it, but it's meant to be a mixture of them. I mean, like, instead of powerful computer or stuff, they should like make program languages use fewer steps, compile and transpile to machine code. That's true, because the less jumps it has to compile to machine code, the lower level it is, the better it can be. So stuff like C# compiles from C# to C++, then to machine code, I believe. So you've got the intermediate C++ step, and because you're wrapping C++, you lose a lot of features in C# that you can get in C++, which is why C++ is so good at what it is. Whereas Rust compiles directly to machine code. So it's another C++ level code language. Rust sounded confusing, but I don't know, it looks a bit more like Python. It's meant to be, because Rust was created by the people who created C++ and several other languages, and they wanted a language that was easier to run, was more memory efficient than C++, so you didn't have to deal with the memory management, but it was easier to jump into like Python. That's where Rust was formed. Will state, there we go. So get the clue state, which is in there, and then I want to create a variable saying clue ID. So if the clue state, and I want to get the condition as well. Clue state. And I'll default this one to be true, or success, or finished, yeah. So if get the clue ID, based on the clue ID, check the state equals the condition, which is complete in my case, and then return true or false. There we go. Let's see what happens now. So on here, I can say on this trash can, you should only have access to this if has unlocked the clue, and the clue ID I'll need to find, and the condition is true. Okay, so what's the clue ID of the trash can? Clue trash can search 0. Oh, really? Yeah, it's literally just 0. Got lucky with that one. So if it's 0, then you should be able to go down that path. But also, if we copy that, you can also go down it on this path too. Can I just paste it there then? There we go. So as the unlock the clue, condition 0 is finished. Okay. Right, we can test that in a bit. Rust sounded confusing. Yeah, we're doing it. I mean, like, because Python is freaking takes so long to compile compared to C++, where you end the statement with a semicolon, but you have to check every space to make sure Python is properly indented. That is what people worry about with Python, is the indentation. But if you get a good IDE like PyCharm, it's fantastic. You barely even notice it. I'm fine with C# syntaxes, and C++ is similar, but it just adds more stuff to worry about. It does. I hate indentation languages. I don't like it. Some people don't. I quite like it because it forces everybody to have the same coding standards. My code doesn't look nice, but it works. You know what I hate? Lua. Why do you hate Lua? I've tried it. It's not amazing, but I've not tried it enough. I saw a post for 343 Games, who made Halo. They wanted Lua training, so I started training in it ages ago, but then I got bored of it. I don't know so much, mate. I hate indentation languages for sure. You seem to know quite a lot, so I won't put yourself down. Right, so we have the dialogue. We need to create a thing to start narrative dialogue. Blueprint, actor, BP, start dialogue. Drag you out here, look. Right, okay, so we need to start the dialogue. We need a variable saying dialogue. Narrative dialogue. Nope. Dialogue? Is it that? Might be. We'll see. No. Dialogue blueprint. Dialogue blueprint, is it that one? There we are. Click. Right, okay. So now we just need to make it start when you run into it. So like the sphere capsule. Lua doesn't make sense. It's pretty simple but slow like Python, and the syntax is more confusing than usual. The thing I don't get about Lua is how many game engines use it to drive core functionality. Like, apparently GTA 5 uses Lua for mods, which is just crazy. I play with machines, I hate programming. I'm fine with C and C++. I don't know. I hate indentation. What kind of languages is that? It's not even a programming language. So it sounds like you deal with a lot of low-level programming then. Trigger. Which is cool. Right. Delete all you, grab you. Begin overlap. Cast BP player. And then I haven't spawned narrative yet, have I? I need to spawn narrative. So we'll add the narrative component to the player. Create UI. How do I do this again? How do I do it here? Is it the widget that I just created? BP narrative default UI. Narrative, there we go. And then we add to viewport. Right, now we theoretically should have narrative. So all we should have to do is drag this dialogue and go start. Nope. Get narrative. Get narrative component. Start dialogue. Nope. Oh, is it begin? Begin dialogue. There we go. Dialogue. Why can't I drag you into there? It's like they've tried making it simple but smash it in the face with a frying pan. You're really not a fan of Lua then. Hello Catsmods, this is Unreal 5. High level is actually relatively easy. It is very easy. The higher you go, the higher it is, the easier it is. For example, HTML is one of the highest levels you can get, and it's really easy. Cool, thanks, that's alright. Oh, he's already answered for you. Bye bye guys, it's late here. Well, thank you for tuning in, my friend. It's been nice talking to you. Bye everyone, see you buddy. Hi Catsmods, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Right. Why can't I begin this dialogue? Because it wants me to put it there, but I don't want to do that. So promote you to a variable. And that just says you're a dialogue. But that can't be right because I couldn't assign you in the inspector. And after we've begun this, then we'll... Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Right, I need to assign the dialogue to it. Oh, let me do it that time. Weird. Maybe I just need to compile. Let's try it. in Unity doing caves for a game I'm making. Awesome. Make sure to come back and drop it in the chat. I'd love to see. So we need to ask you a few questions.
Sir, we need to ask you a few
I
questions.
need to get rid of the subtitles.
I want to ride your pony.
Have you seen anything strange? Let's try that
Have
one.
you seen anything?
Yeah.
I don't know why it keeps dropping the audio. I don't know why. For a game maker, no one is here. Hello, welcome, sir. I believe people are here. I suppose you'll not be using Unity's terrain system if you need caves. Yeah, Unity's terrain system. Actually, then again, didn't they update it so you can do caves now? I thought they did, but I can't remember. I think we should have a trash can one here, and we haven't got it. So.
Sorry to wake you, but have you seen anything strange?
And we haven't got the trash can, so it fails. So if we go and do the trash can and come over here, and then if we go and re-talk to him, we should now have the trash can.
Have you seen it?
Yes, look at that. Yes.
Just through the rubbish.
Oh. Okay, that one failed. But yes, it's getting there. I'm gonna stick I don't know, a sphere in here just so I can at least a cube. That'll do. So I can at least see where it is, because a minute ago I couldn't see it, so I didn't know where to go. So I was just guessing. What do you prefer? I prefer Unreal 5. There's just a lot more tech inside of it that makes it easier to create games and more efficient. What do you prefer? Do you prefer 4 or 5? I know 4's more popular at the moment because it's more documentation and tutorials. You can make holes in the terrain. I use a digger tool. It's a hole. I use 4. Oh, interesting. You use Unreal 4 and Unity. You have good dialogue. Thank you. Good dialogue in the game. It's a mixture between AI dialogue and my friend Will. So that's fine. The clue controller is fine. Has clue works fine. So now let's get rid of the trash can in here because we don't need it. Ooh. Did you see who threw it? And then we can come here and go. There's something missing here. Yeah, that's why it failed. I didn't click onto it. So I need to go and see what the other one does. So yeah, when you go there, the dialogue just ends. That's fine. So what happens when you click did you see through the rubbish can? Dialogue tree. Oh wait, was this one up here that I never touched? Seen anything around here? Then the options are. Oh no. Some crazy chick. Where's that? That's down. Oh, maybe I'm not up high enough then. I hate this old dialogue tree. It's horrible. I can't wait to get rid of it. Sir, are you human? We've done. So we need to ask you a few questions. I'm going to put it on the other screen. It's horrible dialogue tree. This new one's so much better. I'm making a zombie open world game with AI. I'm training in Unreal 4. I thought you said Unity a minute ago. You're doing caves in Unity, but you're using Unreal to do open world AI zombies. Cool. I like it. Are you using Unreal's AI, or are you doing some proper AI training? Like with what are they called? You know, the big complex GPU AIs. I need to ask you a few questions. He snores. Are you human? Or are you dancing? No. Have you seen something strange? Are you human? He snores. He quiz. Well, who's there? Which is that? Sorry to wake you. So then we come Did you see who threw the trash can? Oh. So it literally just connects to that. Like that. Pop. Oh, that's all it does. There we go. Oh, I haven't done the conditions. That's why I can't see which ones have got the conditions on. For the narrative, you need to tell it what text to render. Oh. That one. Yeah. Oh, nice. I like it. That's going to be so cool. If I could do AI, I would, but I don't have the brain power for that. Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable on AI either, so I won't worry too much. I know Rockstar has signed a patent for using AI in games, and apparently their next batch of AI, GTA 6 will be using proper AI to run. I write code in like C++, C#, and what's C++? You like writing first-person games, or are you dropping in it that you like DayZ mods? Ooh, cool. Are you going to drop onto us that you're actually a Call of Duty developer and you're checking out my stream? In which case, I'm extremely flattered. Get display text. Okay, let's. What do I want this to display? I want it to. Let's C++. I've heard C++ and C# was C++. It's not that good. I've not heard of C+ before. There's F#, which is... I don't know what F# is. I know it's died out, though. A pen. There we go. So, here's the clue. The clue. Get the clue ID. Is the clue 5? Then in here we'll put space. Don't add another pin. Then we'll get the condition. And we'll render it to text. So is clue #5 complete? That's what it should say. Does it? Is clue 0 finished? Yeah, there we go. Conditions. Haha. Maybe one day. That's what my plan is too. Yeah, I'd be happy getting any job in the industry that I could stay local. Don't want to move across the world. That's the other thing. A lot of companies want you to be local, and I don't like traveling either. I prefer staying inside. So you need a company that will trust you enough to have you work overseas, kind of thing. Which I'm sure companies will. It just makes it a bit more difficult, and you have to be more careful with the assets and stuff.
6 o'clock.
Sorry about that, I'm back. That'd be my dream job. Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat here. We all would love to have working game development. So this one does something else that I'm going to need to make hours do. What does it do? Because it completes a clue, I think, which we can just create a custom event for in narrative, which is fine. PPAC dialog option tasks. Clue unlocked. Is it that? It might just be that actually. What does it do? Complete clue with UI. I like your workflow and low poly design. Good job, man. Thank you. I wish I could take credit, but I bought all of this off of Synty. I love Synty. It's a company. They're just really nice. I really don't have anything I'm very good at though. My modelling sucks. In-engine tweaking isn't really a job. In-engine tweaking is a job. I wouldn't worry. When I was at your age, I was making... The games you're making now are better than what I was making. So if you keep practicing, you will eventually have a much better game. You just keep practicing, that's all. Sometimes I was like, what the F am I doing? I've done that before with some of the games I've created. Like, should I even be doing this? I need the ability to complete a clue now. So, narrative dialogue, custom events. Blueprints. So, bluecrass. Sorry about that. Prefabs all the way to go. I do miss prefabs. Unreal doesn't have a prefab-esque type of thing. You have to add them to a blueprint and then create it that way, but prefabs were so much easier in Unity. It's a job that's done by environmental designers, that's true, and I do not make very good levels. Then practice. That's what I did. I just looked at one aspect that I failed the most at, which was graphics, and I either practiced at it, which I did for a bit and then decided I wasn't very good at it, so I found an alternative means to solve that problem, which is I bought models. I used to be one of those people who didn't want to buy the models. I was like, no, I want to make the models myself. It's my game. Buying the models is not good. But then when you buy it, you're like, hold on, this is actually really easy. It makes my life so much better. So, because if you look at all of the games I've ever released, I didn't release any games until I started buying models, so... Right, what am I doing? I'm completing a clue now, aren't I? So, cast is the BP player. Then... It's this here, isn't it? So I need to give it the clue that's unlocked. Then it loops through all the clues, finds the right clue, breaks off of it down to this customer. Okay, I can probably take all of this, to be fair. Okay, we'll just cancel. We'll do it again. It's fine. Get clue controller. Get clue. Actually, I'll create another function on the clue controller. That way I can search for clues stupidly rapid instead of having to do it myself. That's cutscene control. I keep doing that. Get clue. And then what I can do is I can also hive this logic off. Into this other function and just call the function within the function. So get the clue, and I need to pass it in a clue ID. I keep doing that, which is an integer. Grab you, put you there. My graphics are alright if I have a base to work off, like you can see many free assets I use even if I customize. Maybe just hold on to, keep an eye out on Humble Bundle, because sometimes they give away huge model packs, and then you can just go from that. But then again, if you really don't want to make the models, find something else to buy. I don't know. Unless you just really do like making games from scratch, because some people do, and that's always an option. If it's true, where's my return node gone? Return. And then I want to return a BP clue. BP clue start. I have no idea why it's called start. It must be the start of the clue. So get the clue will return the clue based on the ID you're giving it, and then in the clue state I can bin you off, I can bin you off, I can bin all of you off, and I can just do clue. Pass in the clue ID, get the state of it, and return the state. Look at that, so much easier. And now, because I've hived that off to a get clue, I can go back in here and go get clue. Variables, I'll have clue ID, integer, public. I don't know why my dog's barking. I think there's a dog barking outside. I don't know if you heard that. Even if I customize, I want to make something that I will put on my portfolio, something good. I do want to get better at modeling, and it's ridiculously difficult. It is difficult if you're not artistic, but it will come with practice. It depends what you really want to do. If you do want to be the jack of all trades, maybe start focusing on one area until you get it to a sufficient level, then move to a different area. So like maybe look at making a game that is purely graphics, heavy graphics intensive, maybe not much of a gameplay. Maybe all the gameplay is you walk up, you talk. Maybe it's a talking walking simulator. Yeah, that'll do. Make it like PT, a semi-walking simulator, but purely focused on graphics. That way you have loads of graphics practice. And then if you wanted a better game with sound design, make a game that's purely sound driven and then gameplay driven, and you know, stuff like that, potentially. If you learn to make a game from scratch, you can learn more off your mistakes. That's true. If you jump into a template, then you don't learn very much compared to doing it from scratch. But equally, yeah, it's a good idea. What was I doing? Get clue. Oh, I need to make this complete a clue, don't I? How do I do that again? So this finds the clue for me, passes it into here, and then it just goes get complete clue. Okay. Complete clue. Nope. What am I missing? Complete clue with UI. There's a with UI and there's a without UI. The with UI basically shows it on the screen saying clue complete, blah blah blah. The without UI doesn't, and I can't remember why. I think the game, when it loads in, it marks all the clues as complete but doesn't render it to the UI. So if you save the game, I want to focus on the artistic. But instead of getting the state, I'm just going to say clue #5 has been completed. Actually, no, it wouldn't be that, would it? It'd be complete clue #5. That'll be it. Remove pin, remove pin. So then when I can cross that off and cross that off and cross that off, now I can come here and go. Create a lady through the bin. Then I could do, there's an event. I can add my custom event of complete clue. Clue ID is, I have no idea. What clue ID is it? Will it say on here? There, look. Come on, click it. There we go. Clue ID 3. Complete clue ID 3. Do I want complete clue ID 3 or do I want to change it to will complete clue ID 3? I think that makes more sense. Will complete clue 3. There we go. So that you come in and it will say will complete clue 3. I can get some rather good semi-realistic textures like PBR grass and rock textures. Good. It's a start. Start working on your next thing. Anything is possible, you just got to put your mind to it and dedication, time, and patience. That's true. Just making sure, just start making a chance to your list the best going through. Try and learn. Yeah, there we go. Cat's Mods knows it, look. Right. So theoretically, I can bin this one off now. Shall we see? Oh, wait. Oh, that's tied to the hobo himself. Did I really do it onto the hobo? That's horrible. Oh, because you can only talk to the hobo if you press a key. Is that true? Let's have a look.
Are we?
Yeah, you can only talk to him by pressing E. Okay. Whereas this one talks straight away. Okay. Let's start by getting the sounds. This one, all of these, and I'm going to bin the subtitles off of these ones because the narrative already shows the subtitles. Bulk, edit. So if I grab all of these and go subtitles, bin all of the subtitles off. There we go. Yeah, because narrative's already going to show the subtitles, so I don't need that. What I need to do is make this hobo. What do I do? Begin play. Why do I disable? I'm disabling the movement for the hobo. Okay. Get the player. Show the input. Well, we can do that first. Where are we? Dialogue tree? Nope. Narrative. Start dialogue. So instead of starting dialogue just there, we'll plot this here to show the input. There we go. I'll bin that off temporarily. Then we come in, we bind on the key press, and then we add to that. When we end it, we unbind it. Okay, let's stick this one in here then. So we'll unbind the event here, which I'll put it above because then it makes it easier to drag into it. Then we bind and do all of this, which I'll take here. Stick you there, stick you there. So we come in here. Actually, it's going to be easier to do it below. That makes life a bit easier, doesn't it? Stick it there. There. So when you leave it, it will unbind to the event, which is not the prettiest, but it'll work. I guess I'll just have to work with what I've got, even if it sucks by animating by hand. If you don't like animation, just try and put up with what you've got. That's the other thing. You've got the BVHs from the uni thing. If I can find it. I've hid my browser window. I can no longer see it. Is it this one? There's a university file, and it's got like 2,000 animations on it. They're all right. I think that's not it, but it's referencing the right data, but it's not the right one. I think it's that. No. Is it the Reddit one? Because there's a university. It's basically a university put out a huge pack of animations. And I've used a couple of them. They are all right. Is it that? I don't mind animating. It just takes forever when you're working with rigs that don't have inverse kinematics. That's true. I think this is it. But it basically comes with like 2,000 animations. And they're alright. Again, it's limited, and the spreadsheet to understand them is not the easiest, and it's sometimes wrong. I've gone to some of them where it's like sitting animation and it's actually running instead. You know, something dodgy like that. But on key press, bind to that primary key pressed event. Then we don't need step 1 anymore. I don't know why it was doing that. So on interaction, I don't want BI interaction. Don't know what that is, but we can get rid of it and just put this here instead. There we are. What's wrong with you? Oh, you need the player, don't you? So come in. If it's the player, show the input, press E to press. If you press it, comes down here, unbinds the primary key because you've already done it, and then it begins the dialogue. Otherwise, if you hit it, okay, I think that's it. So if this one works, we can delete that and delete a huge chunk out of the game, which we don't need.
For again?
Number 30.
There we go. Talk to the hobo. Which did nothing. Why? Have I not mapped up the player properly? I haven't looked. There. I've been watching a lot of Family Guy lately. I think I'm like 4 seasons in because I've decided to just watch it all from the beginning for some reason. I want to do a game jam sometime, but I don't know which jam to choose. Probably should focus on the main project, but procrastination is so tempting. I know what you mean. But the difference is game jams give you that whole push to do a game, don't they? Come back. Game jams. What we got? Let's have a look. I hate how it's now in dark mode, but never mind. Let's see. Participants more than 100, so it's a decent sized one. And it's less than 15 days for a decently long one. You've got the 32-bit jam coming up, which is, I remember looking at that one, it's a dodgy one. They want you to actually create an old school looking game. Which is impressive. But, yeah. It's not for me. You win $100 if you win first prize. That's the best. What else we got? We got the Space Jam. 0 hour game jam. AI game jams, because they're already not started. What's this one? Theme will be announced at the start of jam. What is it? Oh, it must have a leaderboard system. Okay. So that one's one game jam. How long is it? It's the second 20-second version of it. Interesting. So that's one. Ooh, that is awful. Make a game in 0 hours. I've got a feeling that might be a fake game, unless it's literally telling you have an hour. Okay, that's a weird one. AI and games. Oh, I remember looking at this one. This one wants you to build a really good AI into it. Yeah. See, there are some games coming up. No game jams I'm really mega interested in personally. Not yet. What's greater than 15 days? Game Off 2022. Here is my game if you want to test it. I don't think we'll post links in, so you might have to type it out. Leaderboards are something I do not think I would do well. They're actually ridiculously easy to do. All you'll need to do is query a SQLite database. Game Off was interesting. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you just get SQLite, it runs on every OS, and you basically just insert and query that. It's dead easy. And then you can do a leaderboard that way. Either that or use JSON or something. Game Off. What's Game Off? You said Game Off was interesting. Theme will be announced. Create a game. Why do you have to sign up to GitHub? You have to post your source code. The only problem with that is it means I cannot use any of the assets I've ever bought, which is the problem. Raving about Rust, what's Beavy? A data-driven game. Ooh, it's a Rust-based game engine. Well, that's cool. Take note of that. There we go. Right. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah, I don't like ones where you have to post your source code. Because one, it means you can never sell your game because other people have already got half your source code, which is a bit of a problem. And two, I've got a lot of assets I like, so...
Have you... Sorry. Everything. I need more.
So he won't talk to you because he's so drunk until you find the trash can. And then you can go back and retry talking to him.
Have you seen...
And he's like, did you see him through the rubbish can?
Through the rubbish can?
And then he says, oh my god, we saw a woman. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now that means I can bin this off. Somehow. I didn't pay attention to the source code thing, I just saw it was big. There was one I took part in a little bit ago. I think it was the Game Dev TV, and they required you to post your source code, which made it extremely inconvenient. Because just everything I've got for free before, you just couldn't use anymore, which was a bit... Right, so if we edit the hobo, we can now successfully bin all of that. Boom. We can also bin the player trigger point. Kaboom. Put that there, look. Start dialogue. Let's bin the cube. There we go. We now have a better dialogue system.
Are we looking for...
The sky moves as well. You can see the clouds moving. Yeah, I like the sky. Do I have a lighter? Because what I'm thinking I might do is, you know, when he gets to a certain point in the dialogue, spawn a lighter so you can just see him, because it's a bit... You can't see anything. Lighter. No, I don't. Let's see if the Synty search... I haven't got my dam set up yet, so we can't query that. Synty search. There we go. Let's see if they've got anything. Perhaps I should just make a game without a jam. It's when you do join a jam, you have the... It almost forces you to do it like a job, but it's like a fun job. It forces you to do it. I don't think I have any of these packs. So... I'll query my assets myself. Lighter. But yeah, it's like a job. It forces you to do it. So if you do it without a jam, you just need to make sure you force yourself to do it. It's why I'm streaming this, because I kept saying I want to work on this game, I want to work on this game. I just never worked on it. So, oh, I do have a lighter. Which pack is it from? Let's have a look. Open path. Simple Apocalypse. Oh, okay. Let's drag it in and see what happens. Where are we? Simple Apocalypse. Simple Apocalypse. Drag in. Build a nanite. Import. How tiny is that? There we go. Well, I wanted a lighter. I got a lighter, I guess. So what I need to do is just give it a flame, basically. Look at it, it looks awful. I don't think it's dragged textures in with it, but never mind. It's a lighter nonetheless. Oh, it's still compiling the shaders for that. It's so small. Why is it taking so long? Oh, it's looking better now. Kind of. It's something at least. Do I have any particles at all? Let's search. Let's see. Do I have fire? I do. That's a big lighter. Yeah, that's all the fire packs I've got. I don't think these ones are going to work. No, they're dead. So we'll take this one then. Can we reduce the size of it? It's absolutely awful. 0.01. No, that's not working. That's not working at all. Blueprint fire effect. See, that's what I want, but I want it to just be a lot smaller. But it's not working. I might just ignore it. Actually, you know what I might do? I might cheat and put that in. Because you're not going to properly see it, so... Where's my lighter? SP lighter. There, I've got it. Put it in there. If I go 0, 0, 0. There's your lighter, look. Turn the grid snapping off. There. Basic lighter, and now I make it, give it a light, and we should be all good. Should I give it a light, or should I try to emit light from it? Because we have the emissions thing now. Let's try. Emit. For a lighter flame, I'd probably just make a water droplet shaping GIMP and make a shader for it. See, it's a dead simple concept. I've got that one. What on earth is that? I've got that one, so I figured it would just be dead quick. Right, take you, put you there, drop you into emissive colour. What about if I set you to like 50? Oh no, it wants a colour, doesn't it? Actually, what does that look like? Let's see. So it waves and have a gradient. See, I could do it a lot better, but my thought behind it, look at that, is it's going to be in the middle of that tent. You're not going to see it. That's my thought. Yeah, because you're going to be stood here, and all I want it to do is just flicker on and light up the surroundings. But I need the colour. RGB. but I'm not fantastic at using the shader graph yet. Need a vector, that's what I need. Is it? Constant 3 vector, that's what I need. And it'll make it like orange. Because I could do the maths for the shader to make it, you know, alternate between some colours. But I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. And give it a multiply. Stick that into there. Alright, what does this look like? It's not working like at all. So let's grab you, put you there. See what it looks like if I multiply it by 50. If not, I might just put a light on there because I know that'll work a lot better. See, it makes it glow and it looks decent, but it's not decent enough. So we will go with a small point light inside the lighter. It's not inside the floor, is it? No, it's not inside the floor. So what I'll do is I'll just put it like there. Is Lumen enabled in the project? It is. I think it is working because as you can see around there, it's turned it on. And I've got a feeling if I turn this from 550 to 500, that's going to burn your eyes, but looks adorably nice. If I go back to this, I've got a feeling it'll light the entire thing up now. Okay, maybe it needs to be a bit more, but as you can see, it is getting there. I'm determined now. 50,000. Now this should be like a sun, which should light up the entire thing. Yeah, look at that, look. So it's starting to work. But I think the point light's just going to give it an extra kick that'll work just probably better, let's face it. See? And just make it the same colour and it's worked far better. But I want to turn it down, I don't want it to be that intense. Now this is where my lack of artistic skills comes in. So I don't want it to be 50,000 because I do want to kind of see that it is a light, you know? So maybe if we turn that down to 50. So I want to see the flame shape-ish. Yeah. And now if I get the point light. Oh, look at that. Oh no, it's turning them to... Yeah, I'll put it under it. If I had the mocap suit, I'd make his hand grab the lighter. You know, like he turns it on, but... Why is that building navigation? It doesn't need... It's thinking it's navigatable so that NPCs can walk around it. No, it can't. Turn it off. There we go. Should I turn him around? Yeah, I'm going to turn him around so he sleeps with his foot to the door. I think that'll work a lot better because then you can see into it. Yeah, there we go. I'll make his arm grab it eventually or whatever, but... Can you disable shadows per object? Then you can ensure the flame doesn't catch it. Ooh, good point. Can I? Cast shadow? No. No. And then drag the point light out. Oh yeah, Stellar, legend. Because now it makes the flame glow a little bit. There we go. I kind of really like that. I need some old mats, that's the thing. You know, something to put under him. But I don't think I had anything. Oh yeah, search for mat. I'm gonna get bloody materials, aren't I? Static mesh? That'll do. If I shrink this down to like 5, I just want it to look like, you know, really dirty rugs that he's just found and put there, because well, it's homeless, isn't it? It's what they're gonna do to be comfy. And then where's my 3 carpets? Oh, don't crash. Ah, thank God. Yeah, I accidentally selected everything. So this cast shadow is no. Should it affect navigation? No. Should it have any collision? No. Because it don't need collision, it's just sat there. This one can just move down ever so slightly. Ooh. There we go. Ah, it crashed. Oh, I must have I've hit the wrong key. I hit the key to do the I thought I stopped streaming then. Oh, I've dropped it out. Get back up there. There we go. I don't even know what scene transitions is. I don't want it though. Go there. Yeah, I'll do. Killed them real. Start it up again. We still got that up. There we go. Right, I'm going to be back in 1 minute while Unreal loads. So, I'm back. Hello. See you later. Good luck. Thank you very much, Catsmother. It's nice talking to you today. Hope to see you around next time. I'm defrosting some chicken drumsticks so we can have some dinner. I'm getting hungry. Right. So we've got the cutscene, drives up. We've got speaking to the hobo, gives us the clue. Ah, yeah, we were working on the light, weren't we? I might just keep the light in there permanently, to be honest. No, because he's asleep, isn't he? If I were to grab just the light and turn it off, what happens? Yeah. I might make something to trigger the light, I think. Can I, though? Because I know in narrative, the way you access stuff is a bit odd. So let's try in here. Can I? Nope. Because you can't find it by tag. You can't put it into narrative. I wonder if we grab the hobo and we go light, give him a point light there. And if we attach this to the hobo, it's visible. Why can't I attach to it? Oh, right, look. Point light. If we give that to the hobo there, and if I create an event on the hobo, I could cast it to the hobo and then get the light. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to have to do it. Blueprint class, narrative event, hobo light. For now, it's not generic. Maybe one day I'll make it generic. Overwrite both. Turns hobo. Turn the hobo's light on. There we go. But I need an off as well. Light. If I append that and go state as a boolean on or off, hobo light true, and that'll mean on. False will mean it's off. State is on. False. Actually, set hobo light to false. Yeah, set hobo light to false. And then in the execute event graph, I can come here and I can do cast hobo. It'll be a pure cast because it'll error, basically, otherwise it'll error if you put it on anything except the hobo. Get light. Do a branch. Set the state to be into that. And either way, they're all just going to return true because it's not going to do much. If it's true, then we'll, I don't know, set visible. Try the set visibility on the light component, see what that does. Actually, I don't even need that. I can just plug it in to that like that. Look. Propagate it to children just in case. So there we go. Theoretically, the hobo will now turn his light on and off. We just need to plug it into the right place. Look here. Snores. So there, he'll just not turn it on and all. And then what, who's there? Events. We will make it turn the hobo light, and we will say turn it on. Set hobo light to true. Okay, so we grab that. Stick it here for false. No, it's not a condition, it's an event. So that'll turn it off just in case you come back to it. So after this one, I have another event. But this time it'll set it to be false. So really, is there only one place it's going to turn it on? It is, yeah. It's everywhere else, he just ignores it. Okay, so I don't know what attribute to toggle to turn this light off, so we will try visible. Try that. Now, let's see if I'm going to get him to turn his light on. Because it just adds a little bit more of a feel to it, you know? The hell? I don't know what's happening.
Have you seen anything?
Turn on. Turn on.
Yeah.
Nope. So what's kicked off that's made me player like die? Nothing. Okay, weird. So it's not set visibility. Oh no, I've just done that one. Let's just try set actor hidden in game. And what I'll do is I'll reverse this. Like so. So now,
What number are we looking?
can I actually walk around properly this time? No, it's doing it again. What the hell? The hell? Why is it 2? Oh, it's spawning another player. I wonder if, when I change the world settings, I shouldn't have done a default pawn class. Set you to none. Is it now going to work again? Hello, bugs are good.
Number are we looking?
I think I'm going to disagree with your name. No, it's still doing it. How are you today? It's a really weird bug out of randomly nowhere either. But there's nothing there. I disagree also. Look, I'm floating as well. I want to talk to the hobo anyway, just to see.
Have you seen?
Nope. So he's not turning his light on still. Why have I randomly just started not being able to walk anywhere? I've not changed anything. Oh. Did it crash when I assigned the point light? No. Why is it saying none? It's... Oh, I've just... I know why this is erroring. I don't know why I'm glitching out, but with the start dialogue, which I can't click on, it's been silly. With the start dialogue, you need to assign it an NPC on who's speaking, because if you don't, then it doesn't know who to start the dialogue with. Yeah, the NPC here, look, I need to assign it who we're talking to. But the hobo, I believe, is his own custom guy, yeah. I'll do it like this for now, but this will need to be made generic in the future. PPT hobo, drag it into there. Because now when we get porn, it knows who we're talking to. No, that's the HOD layer. Hobo, there we go. So this should work for the light now, which is probably why the light wasn't working before, to be fair. Right, what's... It's like there's something in front of me. But there's nothing.
Sir, we need... Have you seen anything? Sorry to...
No, so that's still not doing that. Access none. Interesting, it still can't find it. Why? Set hobo light to true. Speaker is the hobo. Oh, I think I need to give him a tag. I think narrative works extremely heavily on tags. See if I'm right.
What number are we looking?
I don't know if you can hear the TV in the other room. Apologies if you can. I generally don't know why this is doing it.
Sir, have you seen anything strange?
Still not. Okay. Let's go digging in. Why can't you find a hobo? Taking you from a pure cast then. Because it's been difficult. What does that mean? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
What number are we looking for?
Yeah, as soon as I just get to this bit, look, it's like I've added a collider or something. Come on. There we go. I'll fix that bug in a minute.
Have you...
Yeah.
Why are you being a pain? No. Stop right clicking or pressing control or whatever you do. Oh, I pressed escape. Right, why? What am I hitting? I'm not hitting anything. Am I? No, it's not that. I need to figure out what I'm hitting.
What number are we looking for again?
Number
Oh, didn't
32.
do that. Player, what are you hitting? I haven't given you anything, have I? No. Is it the lighter? Is it like got a massive collider or something? Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Yeah, I really need to figure out a... Hey, it's Darth Vader, look. I really need to get the latest Unreal version and get my plugins building so I can get rid of all of those bloody crashes. It's awkward not being able to go into that top view. I'm going to go and check on my defrosting wings while this is loading. I'll be back in a minute. Hello ladies and germs, I'm back. Hopefully the reboot's bloody got rid of that glitch with the movement. Because I don't know what it is.
Bro, we
Please fix, please fix, please fix. Damn it! The only thing I can think it'd be is the lighter, because that's all I've added. It has got colliders on it. They're all turned off to affect navigation, aren't they? Yeah. Is that really going to be it? I hope it is, because then it means the problem's solved.
looking for again.
It actually was as well. The lighter from over there was just messing with us. Okay, well at least it's resolved. I like problems like that where you know what it is instantly. Going, well, this is the only thing it can be, because then you're not hunting around for eons trying to find it.
What number are we looking for again?
Number 32.
Right, it's this one.
That's it, right.
Have you seen anything?
Yeah.
It's doing that thing again. It's like it doesn't want to debug.
Sorry to wake you, but have you seen anything strange around?
Why is it not getting the... Okay, so we can't debug that the traditional way because it's been too much of a pain. So what we'll do is we'll print that out. Get display name. Put it into the look. Right, let's see what it does. Because it should be putting the
What are we looking for again?
hobo
Number
into
32.
it. That's my feeling.
Have you seen any?
BP player, interesting. So maybe it's not the POM, maybe it's get NPC. How do you get the NPC from there then? So it's not that, but that is almost what we need. This is exactly what we need to do it. Maybe not the visibility part, but... So that's the place. So it's going to be somewhere from here. Select dialogue option. No, I can't just get current. Oh, I can get current. And I can get the NPC actor. Right, is this what I needed to do? Let's try that one.
Number are we looking for?
Boing, boing.
Have you seen anything strange?
That's not done it. Is it erroring? No, it's not erroring now, so it could be that we have got it, but it's not doing the right one. So this is saying you just untick the visible rendering of it. Of the point light instance. Ooh, okay. Point light instance. Is it the light component? So this is the only annoying thing in Unity. You just outright went set active and it just removed everything. Whereas on Unreal, you have to figure out which specific, is it visible, is it render, is it active in edit, you know, all those other different ones.
What number are we looking? Have you seen anything?
Come on. Yes! Haha! So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to put it on the node before. Instead of set hover light to true, I'm instead going to create a dialog node for hobo. The hell are you doing? There we go. So now what it'll do is it'll turn the light on when he goes, who's there? It'll already have the light on. Now I look a little bit better.
Number are we looking for?
What we'll do eventually is we'll set the camera up better as well so you can see into it better.
Have you seen anything strange?
Or it'll outright ignore me and not do it at all. Why? It worked a minute ago, I swear it did. Unless if it's not got anything on it, any text in it, ignores the condition, which will be a problem. Well, it won't be a problem, I can find different ways of doing it. But no mouse pad. There we go.
Have you seen anything strange?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So narrative doesn't fire dialogue unless it's got dialogue on it. It won't fire conditions, sorry. Oh, okay, well. I guess I can put it on that one. It would have been better if it, unless I just try and put it on the player. It didn't look like it used the player anyway. That's a condition. Let's just do it like that then.
What number are we looking for?
We'll remove that space pressed thing later as well. I'll see if I can remove the light soon as well.
Sir, we need to ask you a few questions. Have you seen anything strange?
Yeah, that works.
Sorry to wake you, but have you seen anything strange around here?
Everything's strange.
Everything's strange, look.
I just want to see him turn it off
Everything?
now.
I need more. Come on. What's did you?
Strings like.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Yes! Hobo is not available for business. And we go here, and we go.
Sir. Have you seen? Did you see who threw the rubbish?
Again? Oh god, yeah. You can. Yes, it's crazy shit just looking into it. Screamed for it. I just hate it. I just normal.
There we go, and now he's gone back to sleep, and we can still disturb him, but we need to fix that bit anyway. There we go. Definitely better, definitely better. Yes, let's work on removing this thing here. Actually, why don't I just make the entire lighter invisible and propagate it to all children? That'd be a lot better, wouldn't it? if I get rid of them two, to not cause any errors. Where's my hobo? Hobo. There we go. Instead of light, I'll call it actor. That'll be light. Ah! Lighter. There we go. And then add custom. And then lighter state. We'll set the lighter state, pass in a boolean. State. And then I'll take this actor and I'll set visible, set actor hidden in game. Hopefully that'll work, because then what I can do is I can get a lighter sound and then just ping it in as well. Like so. Do I have a lighter sound? I don't know if I do. So I'll go into my game assets, go into my sounds, and I will search for light. Right. Set state. Nope, set lighter. Lighter state. There we go. I do have a couple apparently. So we can look at what we've got. Right, let's pause the music. What's it going to open if I play it? Elisa, never heard of it. Right, so I've got these, as I've got a lot of lighters. That's a crawler, not a lighter. I'm pretty sure I dragged lighter in there. Oh, okay. This Elisa app can't play bloody WAV files. How crap is that? We'll drag it into VLC. Drag all these into VLC. Alright, we've got this one. They're not fantastic. I think I'm going to go with lighter 4. I've turned VLC off. We'll go with lighter 4, I think. I do need to head off in a minute anyway, because I can start going to make some dinner. Just straight up. Ooh. Yeah, that'll do for now. Drag it in there. Oh, no. BBC Hobo. Play sound at location. Whether it sets it on or off, it doesn't particularly matter. It's going to be roughly the same sound anyway. And the location is just going to be get actor location from the lighter. There we go. So now every time he turns it on and off, we should do it go if I've done it right. And then after this, I'm going to go for lunch. Well, tea at this point. We've done a lot, though. I'm happy with the progress.
Sir, we need...
I want to ride your pony.
Have you seen anything strange?
The sound played, but the visibility didn't. Do I need to get each individual piece, or... can only do actor hidden. It is not fantastic. Can I put the lighter actually on the hobo? I can. No, I can't. That's not done it right. Unless it seems I'm going to do it properly. We'll create a blueprint for it. No, I've created one for the street lamp. EP lighter. Right, now if we go and get all the components, can I paste it in hither? No, what? It only gets one. What does it get? So we've got the point light at least. Get the flame. And we'll get the lighter. Lighter. So that's 20. So we'll make static mesh for the flame 20 as well. Nope, no we won't. There. Where's the point light? The point light's there. Okay. So if we drag the lighter in now, theoretically we can bin this light off. Yeah, it doesn't matter about the hobo for now. Where's my lighter? Oh, it's doing that silly thing. It does this ever so often. You have to come in and go like that and then put it back to 0 again. Let's try. See if that's better. Well, it's putting it there, and that's not the center of the lighter. So unless it's because it needs to be part of the seam route. But yeah, it does this ever so often, and Unreal will think it's miles away, and it's not. No, it's still done it. Okay, what about then if I make these all a part of the lighter? I can't delete it. There we go. Yeah, it's still doing it, look. It does it ever so often, and it annoys me because I can never figure out how to do it. And I end up deleting it and then putting it back in again. Is it because they're all not movable? Is that it? Ah, there we go. This time it was because they weren't movable. Good, right. That light is white, not orange. I also don't think it's kept any of my settings. No, I don't think it kept any of my settings, annoyingly. Never mind. Right, we've got a BP lighter now, though. So what we can do is add custom event lighter state. We can copy from the hobo. Actually, we can copy all that from the hobo. So the state should be on or off. So we'll get the lighter and we'll set visibility. And this one can propagate to children apparently. Okay. So that'll be on for the lighter. Then the point light we can set visibility. This one again does that one. So maybe that's all we need to do. Get actor. No, just let it get itself, that's fine. And then the hobo, we don't need to do any of that. We just get his lighter, like so. Drag it in and say set state. Like so. But what I am going to do is rename this to set lighter state so it follows the convention better. Then on here it'll set the lighter state, true or false. Okay. Let's give it a go. Ooh, it's already on actually. We'll have to see if it goes off. If it goes off, then we know it's at least working.
Sir, are you here?
No. Doesn't even look to have hidden the things. Oh, never mind. I haven't actually attached it to the hobo yet. Boom. Right, let's try that again.
What number are we looking?
Feels weird not having music on, but I am planning to finish in a minute. Just want to fix this last bug.
Sir, are you here?
Perfect. So now, so we're setting visibility of the lighter. So if I get the lighter, point light, untick visible. Why can I only see the point light on the lighter? Does that work? I can't see it. Is it because I have parent and child of them? What does that do? If I just maybe I just needed to assign it and reassign it again. No, I can only still see half of it. Because I can't actually get to the flame anymore, look. Let's see how it does. It might work.
What number are we?
Actually, I've got a better idea. Make it all visible again. And what I'll do is I'll just come into here, event, begin. And all I'll do is set lighter state. It's not the ideal situation. No scenario, because every lighter that's going to be active, you just heard then. So, but it's on. Why is it on? What I'll do is I'll stick that there instead and say turn it off. Now it won't play the sound, but it should be off.
Number?
It's not off either. Okay. Does it at least turn off?
Sir.
Interesting. Well, that is something I will look at another time because that's going to drive me crazy. So thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a nice stream back and hopefully we'll continue them more often. So thanks for watching and I will see you.